I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Just like to announce that we had a brief executive session to talk about personnel and other ongoing matters regarding police. Is there any public discussion of items and applications to be voted upon on the agenda? Brian Temple.
Brian Temple, Baker Road, McDonald, PA. In reference to item 6 on the agenda, with the charter agreement establishing the formation of the Northern Washington County Regional Police Department, I mean, I'm all for a regional police department, and I think back in 2015, I'd actually tried to initiate this. But it comes as a surprise to me only because, I'll be honest, I don't look at the agendas and everything, but I got notified by a bunch of residents and residents from outside the community. I would just think that something this important, there's no public meeting in advance of it, no alert. I mean, I get an alert if there's a severe thunderstorm watch, and I don't know that there's a meeting where this is going to be voted on. 2, in your motion, there's no cost as to what it's going to cost the township or the other township and boroughs. And I actually pulled out, once I was notified, chart 9 that referenced the per capita cost distribution by municipality in the original study, where Mount Pleasant was paying $592, McDonald $405, Robinson $341, and Midway $85. I just want to know, 1, is that still the current numbers, or what's the current budget for this? And I believe you were all notified previously. I mean, not only am I a resident of Mount Pleasant, where I pay over $9,000 in taxes to the township and school district, but also I'm the president of a company that pays over $80,000 in taxes to Robinson Township and Fort Cherry School District. I'd submitted a letter to them back in April of 2024, 1, supporting the regional police force, but 2, making sure that it was out in the public, that everything was apparent to everybody. And it just comes as a surprise to me that, 1, there's no budget numbers associated with this motion, and it's on the agenda really quickly. That's all I have.
Your comments well taken, and that was part of a discussion that we had, Brian, as well. So as we move on tonight, as we get down to motion 6 on the agenda item, there'll probably be a vote to table that for some further discussion, because there's some other things that we found out in the meantime as well, so we'll go into that later. So thank you for your comments. Is there any other public comments regarding the discussion items? You had your hand up, right?
I just had a question. I didn't
Please
see,
state your name for the record, please.
Kathy Lodge. I didn't see in the correspondence any Act 14 or Act 223 or Act 13.
Did we receive anything, Stacy?
Not since last month, no.
Because I know that Smith Township and Robinson did for some activity, and it lists Mount Pleasant should have, so I just wanted to.
No, not since the last one I sent you.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Please state your name for the record.
I'm Dave Barrett, and I'm just interested in the solar part of all of this. And, was there an opportunity to get discussion on it?
Yeah, let me address that too, and I apologize. The board authorized last month for us to proceed with a public hearing on that, and it had authorized me to advertise it for this month because of a combination of events. Didn't get that advertised in the time to be able to do it this month, so we do plan to advertise that for the public hearing in September. With apologies, and that's the accessory. It's the accessory solar panel type ordinance. It's
For
not
like homeowners.
Yes, for homeowners, or if you have a building, it could be a commercial building, but it's kind of regulated, it's partially a safety, a technical ordinance as well in terms of how panels need to be put on. Places was actually vetted by our fire chief as well. But it mainly, it's not geared towards what you call the solar farm type ordinances. They adopted one of those a couple months ago.
This is more for residential.
This is for the accessory use type, but it will be advertised for a public hearing in September.
Any other public comments for action items? All right, we'll move on to the minutes from July 23rd, 2025 Supervisors Meeting and the August 7th Special Meeting that were presented.
Make a motion to approve.
Second the motion to approve the minutes. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. The motion carries. We'll need a motion to authorize, ratify the payment of the bills and the payroll for the month of August 2025.
Second.
The motion's been moved and seconded. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Motion carries.
Make a motion to approve department reports, financial, road department, police department, fire department, municipal authority, August minutes.
Second, to approve the departmental reports. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. The motion carries.
I'll make a motion to table the motion to authorize the chair to execute a proposed charter agreement establishing the formation of the Northern Washington County Regional Police Department until more financial information is disclosed to the public, to the board, and basically to make sure that all communities involved are paying their fair share, I guess is the best way to put it.
I second the motion to table. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. The motion carries. I'll move that we table the motion to appoint those members until further information is gathered.
Second.
Motion's been moved and seconded. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
The motion carries.
I'll make a motion to adopt the 2026 MMO municipal minimum obligation for the police uniform pension plan, the amount of $100,178.44.
I'll second it.
The motion's been moved and seconded. Are there any questions on the motion? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. The motion carries.
Make a motion to adopt the 2026 MMO for the non-uniform pension plan in the amount of $57,877.95.
We'll second it.
The motion's been moved and seconded to adopt the MMO municipal obligation for non-uniform. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
The motion carries.
I'll make a motion to approve trunk or treat for Sunday, October 26th from noon to 1:30.
Second, the motion's been moved and seconded. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
The motion carries.
Make a motion to accept the resignation of Mike Zemansky from the position as a full-time police officer, SRO, at Fort Cherry High School, and accept his offer to remain employed as a part-time police officer, effective August 7th, 2025.
Second, the motion's been moved and seconded. Any questions on the motion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
The motion carries.
I'll make a motion to ratify the hiring of Michael Dance as the SRO school police officer effective August 18th, 2025, and welcome him back to the department.
I'll second the motion. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? All in favor say aye. We did. Motion carries. Sorry.
Gotta swear it in.
Yeah, you have the paper there. We need to swear you in here. Here's something else behind there. How you doing? Yeah, repeat after me. I, Michael Dance,
I, Michael Dance,
do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear and affirm
that I will support, obey, and defend the Constitution of the United States
I will support, obey, and defend the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and I will discharge the duties of police officer in Mount Pleasant Township, Washington County,
and I will discharge the duties of the police officer in Mount Pleasant Township, Washington County,
with fidelity.
with fidelity.
Welcome on board again. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so move on to the correspondence received. We received a thank you from the Blue Knight, Pennsylvania chapter, thanking the police and fire departments for assisting with traffic during their annual Blue Ride. And I can say I participated in that, and they had one hell of a showing. It sounded like thunder coming through the township for sure, and it was something really nice to see. So, other than that, also Senator Camera Bartolotto was gracious enough to donate a United States flag to the township building so it can be flown. Are there any public comments regarding the general items?
Just one thing, the fire chief had brought up a valid point. Are you guys going to do a motion for the trick or treat for the 31st tonight too?
Well,
For the township wide?
We can do that next.
we can do that
in
next month.
September.
Yeah.
That's when it's gonna be, but.
Okay.
yeah,
I was just asking with the trunk or treat.
yeah, so, we typically do that in September.
Okay.
Any other public comments? Please state your name for the record, please.
Hi, Jenna Ann Tanis. I was wondering if there's any,
I have not heard anything regarding the water on McCarroll Road, other than what we previously talked about. Have you gone and talked to any of the local legislators at all on your own?
I've talked to everybody. I mean, it all goes.
Will Antanas, her husband.
Yeah, have you gotten
We've been
any,
dealing with this.
what kind of feedback have you gotten recently, other
Everybody
than
says
what we've
this
reported?
goes to you guys needing to file for,
Well, apply for grants and
Yeah.
funding. I talked to that camera.
Bartolotto?
like, we've got to, this is how much it's gonna cost. Somebody said they'll give, what was it, $20,000 per household, another grant or something for almost $200,000.
Did anyone take
And the
my?
remaining is for you guys to apply
Right.
for. That's- and we're
Did
just-
anybody, did you follow up personally, because the township can't do this, to my knowledge, when it comes to the Public Utility Commission? Have you reached out to them?
I have in the past, yeah. I've honestly talked to everybody except for the president at this point.
We can't apply for the grants, that's
It's the
what we're getting down to. They said it's up to the municipality or whatever to apply for the grants. We've said this before, and we were told you guys know exactly what grants to apply for, and you're doing it, and we're just sitting stagnant.
Right. I'm trying to just recall from memory, have we brought this up with Michael? We have a new grant writer on staff for about a year now.
I believe it's been mentioned to him.
I believe that we absolutely did mention it to him, but I don't know if there was any grants that were available
There were.
for this specific.
There was
Cost.
3 available that somebody I spoke with at Camera's office told me that they were available. And I want
Well,
to say,
I mean, it would be nice too, if you could have those folks support that information, email it to the manager so we can get it into the grant writer's
Is there
hands.
somebody, like, one of you that we can talk to, like, keep in touch about
The
this?
manager is here every day.
Alright.
You can email her, you can stop and see Cassie or Stacy with any of that information that you may have, and they can present it to us, and we can pursue those opportunities.
I'll call our grant writer first thing tomorrow morning.
because it's very hard not having water.
I understand that.
I mean, it's difficult.
Yeah,
Believe me.
You have to buy bottled water.
I was the
all
biggest
time.
advocate, many years ago when I was supervisor to bring water here, and I think I told the story many times. There's a woman right on Fort Cherry Road, her name's Cindy Parks. She petitioned the PUC for the very same reason that you have today, and she was successful. The residents of Mount Pleasant Township basically got water for an application fee. when they put the large extension in. That's why I was asking you to follow up with the PUC to see if you can get those same results that Cindy Parks did on her own.
They just keep telling me, go to my meetings, like for the township, and keep asking, you know, that they apply for grants and funding. And that's what, I just feel like I keep getting run around.
I think you guys already told us that you
Contacting
contacted
Water.
somebody, or I don't even know who at this point.
Well,
About the full
I
cost
personally
of
had a
this.
conversation with Pennsylvania American Water at one of our conventions mentioning your specific problem. But I didn't get any follow-up regarding that conversation, whether it was just me mentioning it to them. I never got any feedback, and I apologize for myself not following up with it.
Yeah, because everybody she talks to, it just keeps coming down to talk to you guys. You guys have to apply for the grants. We can't do anything.
Make sure you leave your phone number with the secretary. I'll call him
How many-
in the morning and then.
How many other residents down in your particular area that would be interested in getting the water as well?
All 9 of them,
We've done the petition and everything.
yeah.
Has Pennsylvania American Water ever threw out any cost or numbers to bring the line to you?
It was almost $1 million, and I don't have that kind of money.
I think we were told by you guys also that you got an estimate as well. And we're looking into ways to cover it. And then just, like I said, feels like we're sitting stagnant, nothing's happening. We were told the last time that you guys were just waiting on a phone call from I don't know who.
All right, well,
It just doesn't feel like anybody's following up, and, I mean, it's out of our hands, we can't do anything. If we could apply for it, we would, but we can't, and that seems like what we're getting down to, it just.
Can we call PA
that.
American Water tomorrow? Call them, find out, I'll get you to involve with the grant and then get back to you.
we'll try to, as Supervisor Nimmel stated, we'll reach out and see where it goes this time.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Please state your name for the record, sir.
George Watson. I was wondering when you were going to come down over that flooding.
Well, I think our engineer was out there already and took a look, but, so, yeah, they gave the report to us, and we need to determine, are you familiar with that? You comment on that?
Keith was the one that
Keith was
wanted
on
to
it.
email. You definitely go and look into it and follow up on that.
Said what?
I'm the township engineer, but there's like me and someone else who's kind of like the engineer for it. So he was the one that came out and like looked at the road or the area for you. So I need to go and like follow up with him on like the
I didn't know
steps
that.
to go and move over.
I know him and Mickey were down once and looked at it.
Well, I believe in a public meeting last month, Keith was here as well and conversed with you, and your friend was here with you after the meeting, and he had already investigated, and he has reached conclusions on it. So if you guys want to follow up with him, I know Keith already has.
Yeah, this is the culvert culvert that was undersized for all the water. The stream that went into a culvert, correct?
Yeah.
Yes. For that one, we go and send you, I believe Keith prepared like a report or an email. I can go and like forward that on over to you if that's okay with the board. I believe for that is outside of the township's jurisdiction because that's on like private property where you go and constricted the stream into the culvert, unfortunately. So it's not really too much that like we could do for it because it's water that is then connecting into the township system, but the water is backing up due to a private culvert.
Well, the last heavy rain we had about 3 weeks ago, come right across the road into my yard again, flooded. We're gonna be getting a lot of rain here. But somebody put that ditch in there
Yeah.
and plugged it up. And then somebody put the 18-inch pipe underneath the road and tied it into my stuff. And then that's directing water right towards a man's house. That's against the law. I don't know who done it. Nobody seems to know who put that pipe in. But
Yeah.
somebody put it in.
That's on that. I would assume that property owner's would need to be the one to go and fix it. I'll forward you the report that we went and we did that goes more in detail than I could go and say right now regarding it.
Yeah, I mean, Keith already discussed this, and I, you know, it's, I don't believe it's a township problem. I believe it's a property owner problem.
It's my problem.
It very well could be your problem, if it's on your property.
Well, it's not gonna be on my property very long, because I'm gonna dig that up and I'll cap that pipe off. And it'll go back over on Shalinski, Tom, what's his name? Shalinski.
Let me just caution you.
Property, because
I would caution you to get your own counsel and engineer and confer. And again, I recall the engineer explaining he had an understanding of the history and how things came about and why it's A, not a township thing that we have jurisdiction over, but B, as between the property owners, just not your attorney, but just cautioning you not to do altering activities at your risk before you consult with somebody, an engineer, an attorney, and obviously.
well, the engineer gave me a layout back in 2002, and that, all that water run down the left side of the road, sir.
Again.
Below my barn to where the ditch comes down like this. Somebody run that across the road. The gas company, whoever worked there in '08, I haven't been up here since 5 years I've been here. And that house is flooded every year.
Again, I'm sure
And
the
I've
engineers
wasted
are happy
tons
to
of
talk
money.
to you. I know they explained it to you after the meeting last month when you and your friend were here. And happy to sit with you again. Again, I just leave you with the cautions that I just.
Well, I spent
stated.
tons of money, and my lawyer will be checking into it. Because I'm not gonna tolerate this, I can tell you that right now.
All right.
Appreciate your comments.
Thank you.
Any other public comments?
Make a motion, we adjourn.
Second? Motion's been moved and second to adjourn. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. The motion carries 7-3.